Hey everyone, Dean here, Quick Pest, and I've declared a war on mice and rats. Obviously the type that we don't want in our machinery sheds, we don't want them in and around our farms, we don't want them in our homes. Obviously there are multiple ways to deal with them, but as the old saying goes, build a better mousetrap and they will come. We'll offer a couple of different options. The old snap trap, of course, is a great option. Now, the old snap trap has pros and cons to it, of course. It has the advantage of, it's fairly simple. You can, arguably, my mum used to get me to do it when I was a little fella, like, the mice, oh, Dean, you're the oldest, you go and take that and empty it into the bin, that sort of thing. Extremely cheap. They will obviously kill your mice, and they have their place in the world. Now, the other sort of versions are, we've got these sort of little bait stations. They're extremely simple, just little plastic container, stops the dogs or the children from accessing the poison in the station. So, I can set you up with some of those depending on, so I put those often in roofs or things like that, depending on where you're at and what you would like in your home. Contract, this is just one of the various chemicals baits that we use. Contract blocks, they have hard blocks, soft blocks, you've got pellets, there's multiple ways to deal with that as well. And there are different pros and cons to them. So you've even got different flavours. Who would have known, eh? But what we do have here today is the Build a Better Mousetrap, the A24. Now, for those of you who have contacted me recently talking about how do we get rid of these things without chemicals, how do we do it without creating a ton of work for ourselves, this new toy that I've got here is how we do it. So it's just arrived. I'll be my baits. This bad boy here is the A24 Goodnature rat and mouse starter kit. So this is a really, really cool toy, and I'm just going to give you a quick look at it now. So here's what we've got, guys. Now I've opened the box. Goodnature Automatic Humane Trap, the A24. Now this thing's badass. I don't know if that's a politically correct term when promoting pest management, but of course it's me, and if you already have a bit of an idea of how I roll, I don't really sugarcoat things, I just am how I am. Now, these things here are phenomenal. What happens? We've got these little canisters. Now, these will power this thing for up to 6 months. We screw into the machine, right, and that automatically reloads the machine every time there's a kill. So now, what happens is we put in our nut butter, so they give you the flavour. We put her in here, and of course, the rats and the mice go, oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. They climb up into the machine here, up into here, and as soon as they trigger the little hair trigger there to try and get the nut butter, a hammer comes down, bang, fair on the head, and automatically, obviously, the rat or mouse falls, plunges, and is no longer with us, and it just automatically reloads. So these things can last up to 6 months, obviously depending on the volume of infestation that you have, but there's no chemicals. So people think that the chemicals may be the canisters. The canisters are literally just what powers the hammer that does the dirty work on the other end of the machine. So you can have your machine set up. They climb up into here, bang, they fall down to the ground. Arguably, if you want to pick them up, you pick them up. Your cats might pick them up. Your dogs might pick them up. Doesn't really matter. The reality of it is they're not going to poison your pets if you're a farmer, or your working dogs or anything like that. And you've got, I think it's 24 reloads. So you kill up to 24 rats off one sort of canister, one package, one load. I can even set this thing up to trail back to my phone. Now, they're not cheap to install. I'm not going to pretend that it's very different to a $20 or $2 snap trap from Clint's Crazy Bargains or wherever you're shopping these days, the $2 shop, whatever they're called. You can tell I do a lot of shopping in supermarkets. But of course, you set and forget these things. Arguably, I can come around, depending on, again, the volume that your infestation is. I can come around either monthly, 3 monthly, 6 monthly, to reload, retest, refill, and arguably we keep your rats and mice in your location, your home, your farm, your workshop, at bay naturally. So without any risk to you or your dog. So give us a call today, flick us a message. Text is actually the best way because, as you all know, I've got multiple things that I do. But if you leave me a text message, text me that you're interested in the A24, or that you've got rodent problems and you want to tackle the war on these rodents with me, please let me know. 0421 349 397. I do it all myself. I'm not sending somebody else out to your house, and that comes with all the pros and cons of that. You're dealing with one man. There's no booking system. It's just me. And we go from there, and I'll do my very best to look after your home, help you protect it from your pests. Obviously, we do all the other pest control as well, and there are multiple packages. I've got packages now that factor these in. I do not hold 10 or 20 of these in stock, nothing like that. So if you want them, I'm more than happy to obviously order them on your behalf. And as I said, they're not cheap, so I'm not going to have 20 of them just sitting in the shed for fun. But if you do want to get a setup of these things, you let me know. I'm more than happy to look after you to the best of my ability. So I hope everyone has a great day. Let me help you manage your rat population, mouse population, and everyone have a great day.